Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Geek Tavern Radio. I am Shill, and I am joined with
Mike Bundy.
And we are going to talk about this past weekend, the Pokemon World Championships. It's my subject matter 100% because Pokemon's my jam. Mike Bundy is not as well versed on Pokemon matters.
I mean, I know my stuff, kinda.
Yeah. I mean, you know the trading card game a little bit. You're actually the person that got me into it.
Well, yeah.
So, let's just lead off with some of the news that came out of it. So, first and foremost, they gave a release date to Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, which, I mean, we don't really talk about movies, which is a thing that might change coming soon-ish.
Right.
But, yeah, it's crazy that this is so close.
Yep.
I guess they announced the release date, you informed me, and it is May 10th, 2019.
Yep.
Which is really close.
That's like, I want to say that's probably like 9 months away.
Yeah.
Roughly.
I guess it is further away than what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's less than a year though, right?
Yeah.
So like that's something. I didn't even know this was actually in production because last I heard, I didn't know Ryan Reynolds was even confirmed.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was just a rumor and people were doing like some online petition. I had no clue that he was actually going to play Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, Deadpool Pikachu.
Yeah, that's absolutely hilarious. So that's probably going to be a pretty funny movie.
Yeah.
The game, Mike, you had mentioned it before a while back. You were enjoying it. So the transition to the movie might be pretty good.
It was interesting because, like, I mean, you didn't know what to expect when you heard that Pikachu was going to talk. And
right.
It's not like it's, canon Pikachu from, like, it's not Ash's Pikachu.
Right. He's his own individual character.
And the way they set it up in the game, if you don't know, is basically Pikachu thinks that he's, like, losing his mind. Like, he can talk, but nobody understands him.
Oh.
Until the character you play as comes in.
Okay.
And Pikachu says something, and the character responds. And Pikachu's like, "What? You can hear me?"
Yeah, that's funny.
Well,
I know that Detective Pikachu was a pretty funny character, so like it'll be nice to see that.
He was like the old timey cop detective. Kind of reminded me of the dude from Roger Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that kind of detective.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be a good movie.
I think it'll be nice. It'll be a nice little movie. I don't know if necessarily Pokemon fans will care,
right?
But we're gonna see other Pokemon in it because I mean, the things that you go and do detective work in, it is all around other Pokemon. So.
Right. We looked at a couple images on IMDb and saw that, from shots that have been leaked that I saw Loudred and Trico definitely.
Yeah.
So, we'll see some other Pokemon.
I mean, obviously they'll be digitally put in.
Well, yeah,
they were like cardboard cutouts.
Right, of course. But at least they're there, and they'll be able to work around that.
And I assume the guy in the green suit's going to be Pikachu, but he's way too tall to be Pikachu, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a bigger Pokemon. So, moving onward, we'll talk about Let's Go news just briefly. So first and foremost, they announced that Pokemon Let's Go is going to be playable at PAX West.
Yeah.
So that's a reason in and of itself to go to PAX West if you were trying to plan around it. I would love to, but
I mean, they have them all over PAX East already happened.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
Well, there will be tons of other stuff there that
I
would love to engage with. Like Magic will probably do some big reveal of their next set. Ravnica. They're returning to Ravnica.
Oh, yeah.
Bud and I have talked about that on the podcast before. But, so Let's Go is going to be playable. We did get a little gameplay footage of the Pokedex, what it's going to look like in the game from someone shot footage over Worlds. It looks very nice. The best part of that video, I think, is that you get a full, uninterrupted listen to what Viridian Forest is going to sound like. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Sound pretty good.
And it's just an awesome game that's going to have the Pokemon Go compatibility with the Go Park. I did learn a little bit more about Go Park just recently. That the higher CPs, the stats are going to be 100% linked to a higher CP Pokemon. So like you're going to transport that in, and it is going to be 100 a perfect stat of X amount of stats. I'm not sure how many are gonna, right? Because it's not
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
But it's just so cool that that the Go compatibility is gonna be back and forth. So, and with Pokemon Go, they announced the Entei Research Quest is gonna be the what's the next month? September. I was like, where are we in time?
Who knows?
September is gonna, when you get the 7-day research tasks.
Yeah.
You're gonna encounter Entei. That's gonna be really cool. Raiku's only got a couple days left. I need one more.
All right, Raikou. That's what I was just trying to think of as you were talking. What Pokemon it was right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already got my Raikou. So
it's the 27th, and when we're recording this, I still don't have Raikou.
Really?
Yeah, I need one more day of research tasks.
Oh man,
yeah.
Get on that.
I know. I really need to.
It's pretty bad when I have it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like I didn't do a whole lot of Go playing this month.
Yeah.
Just been busy.
Oh, yeah.
But so that's awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, probably the biggest piece of news out of Pokemon Worlds, it comes for the trading card game. And I am new to the trading card game. It's something that I'm really engaging with. So they announced this new type of card. It's called a Tag Team GX card, right? And the one that they showed is Pikachu and Zoroark. I think that I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Who knows?
Right?
I'm terrible at pronouncing Pokemon names.
It's not Zoroark. I apologize. It's Pikachu and Zekrom. It has 240 HP. It is an electric type, so its its weakness is the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got this move called Full Blitz, and it does 150 damage. Okay, and with that move, you just get that straight damage, and then it lets you search for 3 electric energies. And attach them to your Pokemon, like any Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So you could attach it right to that, so that you could use its GX move, which is called Tag Bolt GX, and it does it requires 6 electric energy to use this move.
So it takes some time to build it up.
It really does. Well, no, not with that first attack though. That Full Blitz, you
right.
could grab the 3 energies and put them on and use it the next turn, right? So it's a 2-turn kind of attack, but if you have the 3 additional energies attached to it, in addition to the 200 damage that it already does, which is an insane amount of damage, you can do 170 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really,
and you get to
really
pick which
powerful.
one.
Yeah, you choose which one.
So if your opponent is building up, I don't know, of a ridiculous Pokemon, let's just say a really powerful, I don't know, Zapdos.
Right.
Basically, you can have it mostly dead before
Right.
So basically, you pick the highest Pokemon that they're building up on their bench and just kill it.
Yep. It's absolutely insane. This thing, there's some other stuff in the standard format that can target your Pokemon, your opponent's benched Pokemon. So like Garchomp can do 50 damage to it. So if you comboed this,
I have a couple that do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's absolutely crazy to see that amount of damage. The drawback to using one of these Tag Team GX cards is that if it gets knocked out, you lose 3 prize cards.
I forget what they're exactly called. They were kind of a special Pokemon card, but if they got knocked out, they got 2.
Yeah, the GX.
Oh, is it the GX?
The GX ones. You get 2 normally.
Yeah.
And I think the break Pokemon too, which are rotating out of standard as well.
Yeah, that's another one I was thinking of.
You get 2 of them as well. But it's such an insane card.
I have a crazy Gyarados GX.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it because I'm not as familiar with the standard format.
Yeah.
Stuff that has been out there.
I need to find out what's going out.
It's I know that. I know that off the top of my head. Everything that is currently leaving standard is X and Y X and Y block.
Yeah.
So I think there are 6 sets total that are X and Y rotation.
I just have to see what my stuff is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Starting on September 1st, the new standard format is only going to be Sun and Moon forward, right? So they have another set that is coming out relatively soon.
I'll probably just buy a deck in that set, to be honest.
Completely spoiled. But so Sun and Moon, like Mock Strike theme deck is a good purchase. Celestial Storm, which is a new one from the Rayquaza decks. I think that might be called Celestial Storm. Those are all going to be standard legal, and those are still pretty good pickups for $12. It gives you a foot in the door into standard at least. So,
right.
So they're pretty good. Mock Strike is probably the best one. I think so, because you can just power through and get Garchomp, which does an insane amount of damage. Like, it's a very fast deck.
I need to find the value of all of my, special cards.
Yeah. TCGplayer.com.
I know. I've been thinking about that. I'm like, surely there's something worth money.
Yeah, probably. Tapu Lele is worth like $22.
Yeah.
I need one of those. 2 of them, actually, for my TCG Online thing. But, so that's primarily where I've been playing the game. But anyway, moving forward. So that GX card looks insane. And, speaking of new formats and rotating standards, they announced the video game formats, which they're actually doing something very interesting with for the first time I've ever seen in a Pokemon format. So they're doing these series for this year's Video Game Championships 2019, right? Because obviously, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are not going to be in this current format, right? Because they're not out yet. So the rule set is going to basically go back to the GS Cup, which allowed you 2 legendaries that are normally banned on your team. So between any of these, Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde, Cosmog, Cosmoem, Solgaleo, Lunala, and Necrozma. Those are normally banned Pokemon, right, in just the competitive format. Well, 2 of it, you can choose any 2 and add them to your team, and that starts on September 4th, which is actually really quickly. Like, for them to announce a video game tournament this fast, like a new format this quickly, is unprecedented. They've never done that before.
Yeah.
Right? You usually have at least a month to build a team. So, the Suns. So I mentioned it breaking apart into 3 separate groups. They're calling them the Sun Series, the Moon Series, and the Ultra Series. Right? So it's going to be... the Sun Series is going to ban Megastones, Z Crystals, and Primal Pokemon. Okay? So you're not going to have any Mega Evolutions or Z Crystals. Or obviously the items that... associate with those things. So you're probably going to see very close to what the current metagame is. Landorus is very popular. You're probably going to see stuff like Snorlax remain popular, or Tapu Koko, which is the electric Tapu from Sun and Moon.
Snorlax is popular?
Yeah, Snorlax actually was on the winning Worlds team this year.
Oh, wow.
But Snorlax... probably some of the Ultra Beasts are going to see a lot of play during this, because they don't have Mega Evolutions or Z moves that they usually attach to them. So those are going to probably remain. The metagame's not going to shift too much. Now, what I actually see happening is that in the Moon Series, they're going to ban Megastones, Red Orb, Blue Orb, and Ultra Necrozma Z and Mega Rayquaza. Right? So you can't have any Mega Evolutions. You can't have Necrozma be the Ultra Necrozma and do its major attack or whatever. So you're probably going to see a lot of Z Crystals come in, basically, is all that they're re-allowing. So you're probably going to see a repeat of the 2017 format, where none of the Megas were, before Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out.
Yeah.
And then... the Ultra Series is from April 2nd all the way to Worlds, and it allows for all moves and items. So with these legendaries, it's just going to be an insane format where they're basically just saying, hey, you can do whatever you want. It's going to be crazy.
It's a free-for-all.
Yeah. So that's, it's interesting to see them breaking up the World Championships like this and into smaller formats. I'm curious if they're going to announce, like, some more events.
Yeah.
You know, some smaller regional events where, you know, they put more emphasis on them, which might be just their way of trying out to see if they can make a splash in competitive esports.
Right.
So, which will probably happen with the like Let's Go and the RPG that follows it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with Let's Go.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be more competitive than people think.
Because they didn't confirm or deny if there was going to be megas. Did they confirm that?
Yeah, megas are confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah, megas are confirmed for that game. They've shown.
I'm sure they won't be
starter
allowed,
megas.
but I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, for the format.
Yeah.
For the competitive format.
Yeah.
I've seen all 3 mega starters are in
Right.
X and Y.
I remember talking about it now, actually.
Yeah. And then they announced Gyarados and Kangaskhan. So I mean, we'll probably see all of them. Pidgeot will be in there.
Right.
Beedrill would be a really cool one, and Mega Beedrill was actually a really good Pokemon.
I don't think I've ever used that, so I don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, Mega Beedrill was actually a really good Pokemon. So you could.
Is she an Ultra?
I believe so. Yes. I don't know if Weedle's in that game though.
I probably have one.
He might be. Yeah, I probably have one too. But anyway, so that's pretty much it for this episode. One final thing before we close out is that they announced where the location for the next World Championships is going to be, and it's going to be Washington D.C. And that's like 4 hours from us. So yeah. I think I'm probably going to end up at Worlds next year. I really want to go to one of those just to be immersed in that community.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's going to be... if I don't qualify for Worlds, which, you know, is a long shot considering I'm just beginning to play the trading card game.
Right.
And the video game championship. Like, I know how to do that. I've been doing that for years, but there are no events near us. But anyway, just to go for, like, the free play would be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun. There would be matches to be had everywhere, all day long, for 3 whole days. So, but yeah.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. Well, Mike, thanks for joining me to talk about this Pokemon stuff. Where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, at MikeBundy316, or on Instagram, at MikeBundy316. And where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Shill_DS. I'm also on Instagram at Shill_DS. I would love to engage with you guys and stay connected. And you can stay connected with all of us at Geek Tavern by joining our Discord, engaging in the conversation there. The link will be in the show notes. And you can follow all of us at Geek Tavern on Twitter as well. Well, once again, guys, thanks so much for stepping in and downloading the episode. Head on out there, keep playing your competitive game of choice by pressing start to keep on gaming.